sunset tonight. I don't have a job to find, and I'll fly away tonight. I'm so tired tonight. I fall asleep when I'm
Alright, race fans, Clean Racing League here tonight. Here we go. Kansas style. That's right. I don't know if Toto and Dorothy's with us here, though, but qualifying underway. Dylan Grimm. What's that right there? Dalen. It could be Dalen. Play Dalen. Grimm, though. Up front. Looking strong. On pole. Up, never mind. All tight said I'm coming in. Hot and heavy. Up in the second. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. It's been a good one so far. Season wise. Up here, right. Get them likes and shares out there for us. I like that. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh, Ryan. Never mind, Shane. Calhoun coming up in the taking the pole. Man, awesome run. Calhoun, man, right there. That's nice. All right, let's look and see who's going to be putting this thing in victory lane here tonight. Tom Richard right there. Richter, excuse me. Still want to say Richter. I don't know why. Richter. Ghost, man. Richter up in 6th, Ghost in 7th. Hey, we got a good field out here, too. Oh, we got some new people. Calhoun's going to be the man putting on pole. Kansas style. Here we go. Clean Racing League. Let's just scroll through the grid here real quick. Let y'all see who's out front and who ain't. iRacing the flipper on over here. On time. There it goes. Now let's spot the grid right fast. Yeah, he wants to. Booyah. Good deal. 100 laps here at Kansas. We're going to see who puts this thing here tonight in victory lane. I think it's going to be a solid race. Nice looking trucks out there. Dane Calhoun, he's going to put it out front. Quantum. Say Ryan. Jacob Grant. Tom Richter is up in fourth. Dalen Grimm starting fifth. Trevor Ryan there in sixth. Got Ghost starting in seventh. Joshua Altice in eighth. Ken Allen in ninth. And Eric Anderson there in 10th. Kansas, well, for the trucks anyways, should be able to go side by side here. After a while, you're going to have to kind of back off. Momentum will play a little factor here. High side will come in probably. I'm going to say the high side. But it might be a little different for the trucks, because I don't watch much truck racing. Well, I don't watch much of the gen stuff, but I'll catch up more on it than I do anything. So we'll have to see how these trucks react when we're on this track. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Solid weekend, that is. All right, let's see. Set to go green flag. Pace cars in. Clean Racing League here tonight. Check them out at cleanracingleague.net.
Green flag, green flag.
We're kicking off men's season here. Green flag in the air. We're racing to Kansas. All right, lap one complete. Calhoun still a man out front. Grant right there on his back bumper. But he's not on his back bumper because Grant's got trouble. He's got Tewan. And here comes Grimm. Not looking too grim right now. He's on the inside. Richter right there patiently waiting on the backside. You got Ghost Man there with him. Up in that wall, be a little bit careful. Who you rooting for? Pulling for? So far, truck's looking smooth. And right there, he's going to hang on to that third. As Grimm has to fall back. You can see him lose that momentum when he does. Richter opts to stay right behind him. Here comes old T, man. He's going for the second place. Grant's under fire. Side by side for the most part. This placement's wide enough you can do it. Come across that line. It's still Shane Calhoun out front. What's it going to be like as they storm off into the backstretch? Grant still trying to hang on to that second. Not been able to do anything right now.
Caution, yellow flag.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Them trucks just blowing by. What a sight. Whoa, we got a caution? Caution on the track. Daniel? Watch, I'm not quite sure what the caution was. Back to the back here and see. That'd be one of these. Oh, it was Tim. What all happened to him? Watch out one more time. And you'll get the back of Tim. They were battling back here. Oh yeah, he went on the inside. Oh, they just got together. Father didn't tell me it was clear. Okay. Still all Calhoun. We're in the caution. First time here tonight. Right. Good run so far here. As you can see, these guys, they were side by side for a little bit. Now, cautions will be able to put them side by side even more. I mean, that way you can actually see, you won't see a lot. If the cautions fly early, or if we get a lot of them, then you won't see a lot of the single file racing as you would or normally in a long green flag run. Hopefully we get some long green flag runs here. But I'm just saying, if not, you got Calhoun out front. I'm going to say Tijuanan. Here in a second. I'm going to show you the name and let y'all out there in the chat help me out on his name. Ryan. Trying to get these guys down pat, you know. Well, you know, a sad thing happened last week. We did a tribute race at the Browning Racing League for Tom, who was a great broadcaster there for Sim Racing Media. He started out at ESPN, Esports Broadcast Network, with Sam and them. And I know he did the leagues here. I know he did Thursday night. I believe he did Monday and whatnot here also. I never knew him. I never really got to talk to him. But, you know, it's always sad to hear about, well, anybody passing away, that is. But I definitely, when an iRacing broadcaster does, you know, we all do this for our own, you know, personal want of what we're wanting to do. Some do it for, you know, well, most of us do it for because we love it anyways, but, you know, we have our own reasonings behind it. And I've always said I love doing it, and I imagine Tom loved doing it too, you know, and it's just sad to see, you know, our hearts and prayers out there, and our thoughts and prayers are with the family. And I just I hate it. I've been through that with a broadcaster passing away, Tim McBriar, who was a long-time person here in the booth with me. And it does something to you. If you worked with a guy, and if you worked with Tom, like I say, I never got to work with him, but if you got to work with him, you know, it really does hurt. You know, you think back, you know, all the great memories we want to think back. Definitely go back and check it out. But we definitely want to give that shout out and our thoughts and prayers to him and his family. Him passing away last week. Definitely want to do that. We had a tribute race. Awesome for the Browning Racing League last week is we're going back green here.
Green flag.
Clean Racing League here tonight. That's because, you know, those two leagues kind of, you know, go back and forth. They're kind of sister-style leagues. Right now, Calhoun's out front. Grim. And I hope I didn't want to say anything, you know, wrong as far as when I'm talking about Tom, because I really didn't know who he was a lot. I just heard, and it just breaks me, man, to hear stuff like that. Man, right now, this is a battle for second. You can see Grim, Tawan right there. Richard, he's hanging on to it. Look out, folks. They're going side by side across the line. It's still Calhoun out front, shaking and baking. You got Grim right behind him in the Yoda machine. Down low, Tawani. Richard. Hold up. Juan says, Grim, oh, he got in the back end of him. He almost turned him. Saw it right there. Oh, he was tailgating him. And he says, man, I'm going to try to go around him. That right there was a close call. Woo! Now they're three wide heading into the turn. Not going to work out too well here if you don't hold on to it. Trucks will get a little bit wiggly on you, coming out a little bit tight, hit those turns. Lonnie right here with a Richard. They're going to go door to door again into turn 3. Calhoun still out front leading. He's just walking away into the sunset. You got Grim, Ryan. Oh, they're going to door bang. Trey Paint coming to the line. But you're going to give out to the T-Man. Again, this battle's on for second, third, and fourth. These three trucks are putting on a clinic. There goes Grim tucking up to the back end. He thinks there's a tailgate. Here comes Horn. Holy cow, Jamie Horn out of nowhere. He says never forget. He ain't forgetting about it. He's coming in strong. Trevor Ryan trying to hold him off. Now, the one bad thing about that is he doesn't want to use those tires up. He might come in and feel like I'm fast, but if he uses those tires up too early, he'll fall right back like a rock in water. You got Ghost right there hanging behind him. Uh-oh. Oh, blinking. Oh, that's Ryan T. Ryan T, who was in third place, has blinked out, and he might be out of the race. Are you kidding? Wow, third place man who was up here battling is now out of this show. Talk about a whopper right there. That was a big one. Richter Grimm right now going to go nose to tail. But man, the man who was battling in third, Ryan Twaney, I can't say his name, we'll just say T, has fallen out the race. Paul Turner's on pit road. Here we go. Ryan is trying to get back in. He's blinking in and out like a doggone Pac-Man ghost. I have to tell him, say, look, you're going to have to get that fixed. Meanwhile, you're sitting here. Here comes Trevor Ryan, trying to build up that momentum and speed, see if he can't get up here to third place. Track like this, you got to hit those momentum marks. Fly around. Oh, look at the run off the turn down the back stretch. Here comes Ryan. He's going to pull up on the back tailgate there, Grim. Grim's going to hold it just a little bit, and look at Ryan. He's going to shove his nose into the outside and make it almost 2-3 wide here. Here comes Horn back here with him. He is definitely pushing and shoving. So it's 20? Oh, it is 20? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Where'd our leader go? Jane Calhoun is off the pace. I don't know what happened to Shane Calhoun, but he has lost pace for some reason. He didn't come into pits, but he has lost momentum for some reason. Trouble for the leader, Calhoun. I'm not quite sure. I mean, this is not a plate race. You just don't fall back to the back. But he is awful slow up front after dominating early in the race. You got Trevor Ryan there with him, but I don't see any damage on the truck. So I'm not quite sure. I don't think the tires could have been worn off that quick, but he is definitely in trouble. I mean, he's falling. What is wrong with Shane? Don't watch it, he's going to wreck. Because he's bobbing and weaving like he's drunk. Shane Calhoun, who was the leader out front, dominating early, is off the pace bad. Something has happened to that machine. Ryan, Tawanum. Is it Tawanum or Tawanum? Tawanum. I know I hit it correct there one time. I'll have to go back and listen. But Shane Calhoun, for some reason, is off the pace. Meanwhile, Trevor Ryan's taking over the lead. Grim out front. Horn hanging on to second. We got that battle right here with Ghost. Ghost is right here with him. You got a battle here. Horn is up top in that 98. The 8 machine. Ryan is still out there running, but he's a couple laps down. Big Story's the leader. Not sure what happened to him. Wow, Colt right here though. Good battle going on here. This is around about 8th place spot. That's Grant. Cobb. Leroy Jenkins. 10th place. 9th and 10th. That's Grant, Cobb. They're going at it. Aylin's right there with them. Roder. Craig. The inside with 12. So this is a huge battle happening around 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. Oh boy. Definitely a good one. Kenny's right here. Oh, he's back out with the Dix machine. Wow. Evan Kenny. Oh, Lord. I love it. Dane Calhoun, I don't understand what in the world happened to him, but let's watch this 3-wide battle happening here with Carey, Code, Schroeder. They are still locked up door to door out of the turn. 3 wide again. Hold on to your britches. Still 2 by 2. Power moving into the turn. You can see these trucks, man, being stable right now. As the race goes on, though, what's going to happen? We're about a quarter way through. Still neck and neck here. Around 10th place spot. You can see Carey, Smith, Kenny and company. Nice moving and grooving going on. Everybody being patient with this 2-wide racing. Now they form up single file. And he gets the move there on him. Still Cobb stuck up. He's up high. Schroeder down low. Trying to see if he can't get that thing up to the high side. For the moment, not going to happen. Craig, meanwhile, battling as Trevor Ryan, our leader, still leading the way with Grimm trying to run him down. Grimm is there with him. Horn's back here. He's got his hands full. Well, that's a lap car. That was actually to Wainham. Ghost Man there on the bottom. Changed it up a little bit with he's trying to take over third though. Last week didn't have the race he wanted. This week he says, you know what, I'm gonna bounce back. I'm getting that podium. Richter there with him. Galt, Anderson. Then you got Aylin. Kenny's dropped back. Let's go back here around 14th place spot. You got Schroeder, all Tice. Door to door. That's the best battles on the track right now. Smith, Schroeder, all Tice. Cole. All looking to do what they need to do right here. Got Rayburn and company. Like we got some battles forming up front too, though. Richter right now hanging on to 5th. He's falling back too, but you know, our leader Calhoun was dominating. Then just all of a sudden that truck just felt like it went on 7 cylinder. I guess today when they start bringing batteries out here, what it's going to be like 8-cell battery, and then next thing you know, oh well, they're only running on 6 cells. I don't know what. Who knows what it's going to be like. Future of racing. Look at this side-by-side duel. Colt, Horn. Nice race so far. They're trying to go 3 wide, and they are. Eric Anderson, he man, they thought about it there. Grant did. Wrong. Grant pulled up behind him. Horn's along with him in 8th. It still nose to tail. We got some pit stops happening. Trevor Ryan on pit road. Jamie Horn there with him. Anderson in front leading right now. He's not leading, he's in 5th. He's leading this pack. Our leader went on pit road. Grimm takes over the lead. Gostin, he's hanging on to second. You got Richter right here in third. Culp hanging fourth. Anderson, he's up in fifth. You got Grant back here in the sixth place spot. So a lot of stuff, man, happening right now. That looks strong. Loving it. This is what it's all about. Here tonight, CleanRacingLeague.net, the Clean Racing League. Here at Kansas Motor Speedway, it's all Dalen Grimm out front. Got, a little bit of the wall there. Lap 31 into this one. Going by good. We're going to have one caution so far tonight. Like pit stops will be coming up soon. There's the Ghost. He's sitting on second. Culp up in the third. Anderson, he's back here in the fourth place spot along with Grant chewing on his back bumper. Evan Kenny up in sixth. I said Anderson chewing on his back bumper. They're coming on pit road. So everybody's got to be coming on pit road here pretty soon. Got Schroeder and Kolb. Outstanding run so far. All Tice. Rayburn, here comes a pass on the outside. Here comes Schroeder. He's trying to take that move away from him. He's got it up on the high side. Here comes a guy with new tires. He splits the middle. That just shows you how good new tires on old tires are. Wow, what a power move by Trevor Ryan. He said, I got to go, fellas. I'll battle later. All right, well, I'll let y'all keep battling. I'm just keep going. And he did. He blew right through them. Made them look like they were sitting still. Schroeder up to 7th. Kolb hanging on back here to 8th. All Tice up to 9th. Rayburn, he's going to be back here in the 10th place spot. Still, our leader has not pitted. We've had a lot of guys pit here early. So this tells me they can go quite a bit. I'm just curious on some of the guys who do short pits. Those came out of that turn. He came out of there all crooked. He must have had a wicked Ghost in the back of that thing. Looking good up in the second place spot so far. Abram. Ghost man. Culp's up to third because we're under pit stops here. Cycle. Guy who was pitted 5 laps ago. Or lap 5, excuse me. Just got fuel. That'd be Grant, Kenny, and Aylan. Those 3, 4th, 5th, and 6th. All pitted on lap 5 just to get fuel. The closest person who was on new tires has got to be this man right here, Rayburn. Got some pit stops up front. Leaders in. Rayburn's the first one on new tires. Trevor Ryan and Frederick Garcia. The bad thing is though Rayburn and Garcia pitted at lap 5 with new tires. Trevor Ryan pitted at lap 28 on new tires. And you can tell he's a rocket ship with those tires. About to jump all the way up to 8th here in just a second. Little further back from the guys back there in the back. So he's going to have to take a while before he makes up any ground on those 3 guys. Here comes Rayburn on pit road. Trevor Ryan's going to swing around as your leader. When these guys up front finally make their pit stop. Richter's going to be right behind them there in second. There's only 1.2 second gap between those 2 guys. Jamie Horn's there with him, so top 3 are going to be, kind of under a blanket. Not quite. See Horn, he's modulating through traffic. He makes it on the outside. Meanwhile, it's all Evan Kenny. Hope nobody kills Kenny out there. He's got a lot of, grab these. I I don't know. It's a seafood restaurant. That's all I know. I think it is. I think it's something like that. It's a restaurant. I know that. He's on pit road, though. That's going to eventually hand this over to Trevor Ryan right now. Going to hand that lead over to him anyways. Richter going to be right behind him. Carey. And Horn. Garcia has yet to want to come in pit road to try to see what he wants. Going to click it over here to lap 40. That'll put us with 70 to go. With them pitting around, it looks like you can go almost 38 laps. So I'm not quite sure what the pit strategy for Trevor Ryan is. He's going to have to stretch this pit cycle here way longer than a lot of the others. Because at some point, if you're looking to maybe take this a two-stop race, you're going to have to stretch one of them. We know they can go 37 laps now before they got to pit. But that's about 10 laps shy, 9 laps shy of what Trevor Ryan did. Or more, excuse me. Trevor Ryan went on lap 28. A lot of the other guys went on lap 37. About a 9 lap difference. Trevor Ryan right now, that means he would have to take this thing I don't know. I think Trevor Ryan's in trouble. Pit cycle wise, he'd almost have to go 40 laps. Now, I'm not saying they can't go 40 laps. But the problem with him is here is, 28, you got 38, 48, 58. That's 30 laps right there. Even to 68, that's 40. The problem is you're still going to have 42 laps to go in the race. If this thing goes green the rest of the way, Trevor Ryan, I think, is messed up. As opposed to, let's say, Jacob Grant. Right back here. Jacob Grant, who pitted at lap 37. He could go 48, 58, 68, which is 30. Yeah, he's good. He can go one more time, and he's good at it. Trevor Ryan's got to pray for a caution late. That's the only way I look at it. Unless these guys can go 45 laps or more, Trevor Ryan's in trouble. Pit strategy-wise, that is. As far as performance on the track, that ain't going to happen. Looking good. You got Tom Richter there with him. Richter the same boat, along with Carey and Horn. So I'm not quite sure. Now, then you've got, Ghost back here who pitted on lap 35. He's good. He can go one more time, and he's good. Solid. And he's not that far off from the leaders. That's another thing. He didn't lose a lot of ground on what he had to do on his pit stop. Unlike Jacob Grant, who did stay out a little bit longer. He's a lot further back, about 13 seconds back from the leader. Yeah. So that's going to break down what the pit strategy kind of looks like. That one's, I don't know. This thing goes green. I think Ryan, Richter, Carey, Horn are all in trouble. As far as they're going to have to top off. And even then, the thing about it is Ghost is going to put tires on. Grant's going to put tires on his second pit stop. I mean, Ryan and him's got to put tires on their second one. But the problem is that even on their second one, I mean, you're asking them to go from lap 28. Right now, they've already went 38, 48, 20, 58. To 58 is 30 laps. 68 is what, folks? 40 laps. He's got to go, just to get to lap 68, he's got to go 40. Nobody has went 40 laps yet. That tells me he's got to be over 5 laps short. Everybody's going to take tires the next time around. So here, if I'm Trevor Ryan, you need to break this pit cycle up. Running that all the way out, I don't know. I mean, with a 13-second lead, well, actually, Gostin, he doesn't have a 13-second lead. He's only actually got right now. And you can see, I mean, look at the lap time. He's running a 32.63 to 33.04. He's running about 4/10 quicker than the leaders. He has run them down. Ghost needs to preserve a little bit of those tires. Don't want to overdrive the truck right here. Don't want to use them up. Because it would be smart. Here comes Grimm too. Remember Grimm pitted at the same time as Ghost? Yep. You got right here. I know they feel good on those good rubbers. But you know, sometimes, man, when the rubbers feel good, you gotta slow down a little bit. Make them last long. Don't want to tear into it. Yeah. They always say the Ford feel goods. See Grimm right there on the back end. Those two guys just need a lot hook up. Don't battle each other. Get out front. Get as far as you can. Save your stuff. Because Trevor Ryan right now, pit strategy wise, I think is in trouble. Not to say he's not one of the fastest trucks or was one of the fastest trucks. But I think pitting at lap 28 was not the, I don't think it was the play. Could be. I could be wrong. And I have been. But I think Trevor Ryan right now is in trouble. Pit strategy wise. We'll just have to see how this thing plays out. See Ghost right now closing in on our leader. Going to take that spot away with ease for those newer tires. You can see what older tires does. Push you right up the track. Don't want to use up your stuff trying to get around it, but you definitely want to get around him. Don't take too much time trying to get around him. Just go. Because then you want to just kind of put it on cruise control. That sail, take off. You see here, it takes even with newer tires or whatnot, kind of even tires. It takes a while to get around somebody. And Grimm's going to take that opportunity. He's going to take the lead. So either one of those guys that takes the lead, they need to ride with each other and then walk away from Ryan and them. Kerry's another one. Now Kerry pitted on lap 28. Oh, Trevor Ryan's smart. That was smart right there on Trevor Ryan's part and Richter's part. They understand the position they're in. And I think this is a smart pit cycle here for them. Coming now, they lost pits. I know it's early, but they understand that they're going to have to come in anyways again if this thing goes green. Get your 4 tires now. Next time around, though, hopefully, try to make up some ground. Yeah. That's a tough call. It is a tough call. I'm trying to look at where this is going to benefit Ryan. Got to make up as much ground as he can without using up those tires. Remember Grimm and Gostin, they're not coming in until past 70. Their last pit stop's their last one. They're going to come in and get 4 tires and fuel, and then that's it. They're going to drive it to the end. Whereas Trevor's going to have to come in and, depending on where he's at, if he can get back on the lead lap on his own, let's play devil's advocate here for a minute. If he can get back on the lead lap on his own, I would come in right after or a lap or so after him or Ghost. Because once they come in and get their tires, they're going to be fast. You're going to have that advantage at the end with those tires. Ryan's going to have to understand that. Somehow that's going to have to play out for them. If not, adios. Maybe a top 5 here for him is what he's going to look at. But I don't think it's going to be the winning move. Hey, it's all speculation, folks. Let's see how this thing plays out. You know what y'all think out there? Think Trevor Ryan and Richter going to be able to battle back from this, pit strategy? I mean, they had pretty good pit stops. But they are lapped down right now. Not too far away from the leaders. You can see them. Doesn't get a good shot or not. Yeah, they're not too far away. He's coming in out of turn 4. They're going across the line. Oh, they just went across the line in turn 1. He's going across the line. So Ryan's not that far back. He could catch the leaders, get past them. He does not want to tear up the tires. Lap time wise, both running 32s, but the leader ran a 32.9. Him and Ghost ran 92s. Wow. Doing 04. Trevor Ryan ran an 04. Wow. So he's 9-10, almost a second quicker on just those tires alone. And folks, that's amazing because it's only about 15 lap newer tires. The problem is if you take tires later on in the race, then you got to start thinking about time. Does he have enough time to catch those guys? As you can see, Ryan right there with Richter pulling around the third place man. It was about 5 seconds back from Dylan and him. So he's picking off what? Roughly 9/10. Not quite a second a lap. So it's going to take him about 5 laps to get up there. In that 5 laps, Dylan and them's not going to pit. Yeah. They're not going to pit. Through the field. Kind of spread out after the green flag stops. Oh, hey, he's right here with Smith. Smith hanging on the 11th. Calhoun, who was early on, put it on pole, running up front, and all of a sudden it just seemed like that truck died. Something happened to it. Not quite sure what happened to it. I don't know. I mean, we're in a virtual world. He could have had a connection issue, or maybe his wheel disconnected or something for a little bit, a pedal stuck. I don't know. We always say in the real world, it'd be like down on cylinders or something, like he's down on power. Something just happened. Maybe his computer downgraded on him. I don't know. Sharpie Mobile Garcia. Trevor Ryan back here, first one lap down to 14th. He's looking to get back up here, get past the leader, him and Richter. Just trying to follow the tire tracks there. Ryan's gone. Justin Carey passing the back end of Richter. He pitted also with those guys. So that's a battle for position. Richter and Carey. Couple Quaker State guys out there. They got the motor oil rolling. Hey, get your motor running. They're going to take it 3 wide coming to the turn. Oh, hang on to it. Fucker's machine. He thought better of it. He backed out of it. Hey, go ahead, guys. You can have it. Henderson's back here, but our leader up front, still Grimm, who is putting them up, knocking them down. He's going around Garcia, and you can see Ryan right there. Going to get back on the lead lap. Caught him. So at this point, at any point here, go back and look and see what lap. Well, we're on lap 65, so no. Grimm and him needs to get down. They're going to want to go to lap at least 72. And Ryan has got to go to that mark also. Ryan's got to go to at least 75, possibly 78. That way it gives him enough time to get in if he takes 4 tires and get back to the front. We saw him just chew out, what, about a 10-second lead? And right now, Victor and Kerry get their lead lap, back on the lead lap. See the leader, he's going to go down. So Grimm and Ghost, their game plan now is, I'm going to say, anything from lap 72 on. Yeah. That's right. No. You know what? My math is bad, folks. Bad at math. Wow, I've been telling y'all wrong. 70 is 30 to go. My bad. So Trevor Ryan pitted on lap 52. He still can't go the whole entire distance. Well, yeah, he can. 38 laps, he's going to be right on the mark. Whereas these guys, Grimm and them, they could come in now and be fine. And if I'm Grimm, I'm coming in now. So everything I talked about earlier in the race, I just sounded like I didn't know what I was talking about. So scratch what I was saying. Well, I wish I had a rewind button. But, because my math was way off. I was saying 70 laps, 40 to go. Wow. Whew. I better check out and get some Common Core math going on. So let me just erase everything I was talking about. Trevor Ryan, yes, has enough to go the entire distance. The problem with him going the entire distance is he's going to be way off when it comes to tires. Grimm and Ghost are going to have way newer tires. Grimm is going to want to come out the pit road. Let's see. Let's just see how far they are. They might be a lap down. But right now it is showing Grimm a lap down. But Kenny's on pit road. That's going to put Ryan back up front. But Ryan does have enough fuel. Gary and Richter. But they are right on the limit. We've not seen really anybody go over 38 laps or so. So I'm going to say Ryan really needs to probably still save a lap of fuel just to be safe. See Grimm and them, they took 4 tires. They're good. They're going to have to pass several cars, trucks here, him and Ghost. But let's watch and see what the lap times are. Ryan right now. Then you got Grimm. Grimm right here, his last lap was a 31.64 to 32.76, so yeah, he's over a second quicker, and the gap is only 10 seconds. He's got well enough time to run down Trevor Ryan. And Ryan at this point Knows it. I think the only thing that saves Trevor Ryan now is a caution. So Dalen Grimm, at this point, you just need to save some tire a little bit. Don't tear them all off. Run smooth. You're definitely going to catch that man as you're a second quicker. And that last lap, he ran a 98 to 90 or 85. Ryan's running pretty consistent. Grimm's falling off a little bit, and Dalen needs to just be careful. One thing you don't want to do is tear those tires up. Don't want to get in a battle with anybody either. But the problem with Grimm, he does have to pass some cars. Ryan out here is all alone. He does have a 1.3 second over carry. He could save just a little bit of fuel. The bad thing, if he starts saving too much fuel, then that helps Grimm and Ghost. Grimm Ghost out there, yeah. Eric Anderson. Pit road. Sounds like a race car driver. Track now, Eric Anderson. Jamie Horn's there with him. But the big talk here is Trevor Ryan. Does he have enough to get here to the end, fuel-wise? He's done it before. Whoa! Well, that answers our question. Never mind. You know, this right here, I don't know. Unless he puts 4 tires on. The only way this works is he's got to put 4 tires on. Because he's not catching Grimm and him if he doesn't. Yeah, he's putting them on. Yeah, it's his only hope. Ryan, I don't think had enough fuel to make it all the way. He was right there on the limit. 4 tires. He's got enough time now. Richter's coming in with him. So even after all that talking point, I still was kind of right. He kind of still didn't have enough to go all the way. Nobody's went 40 laps, and he was right there at that 38 lap mark. Seen 37, but I think that's stretching. We know Grimm's got enough. He went at lap 68. That's 22 laps to the end. 25, 20, 30, 32 laps to the end. Let me get my math right here. I'm going to get a calculator out here one night. So the way I see it right now, the only way Trevor Ryan really has a hope here, doesn't have that newer set of tires, but the biggest way I see is if he, the 4 tires he had to go with, and he hopes Grimm and him just falls off here soon. A caution, I think, is what he really needs, because we've got 20 to go. Will be 20 to go when he crosses the line. And Grimm has been the man with Ghost. All Grimm got to do is put it in cruise control. Ghost there with him. Grant's hanging on 3rd. Oh, Kenny's battled back up the 4th. Look at him. Oh. Oh, Tice. Halen. Schroeder. Rayburn. Smith. All right. So how's this thing going to play out? And we've talked about Graham being up front. Talked about him being right there. Talked about Ghost being in second. Trevor Ryan right now still a lap down. If we can't get an idea. See Graham going down the back stretch. Ryan, oh, he's coming out of four, so he's going to get back on the lead lap. But he's going, I think he still needs a caution. Lap time wise, he is not quite a second faster. Definitely a half second. That's not bad. But I think Trevor Ryan needs a pit stop. Graham, Ghost. Grant. Ryan right here. Coming. Rayburn back here. See what happened? Where's Calhoun still off the pace? Well, I'm not quite sure what happened to him. I'd love to know the story behind that one. Berger & Company here, there. Richter. Oh, what happened to Richter? Had a bad pit stop, 17 seconds. Wow, killer for Tom Richter. Tom Richter. Bad pit stop, and that's going to kill him. All his hopes out the window. You know, and it's awesome to see to finally one of these tracks out here that where tires make a difference. We've seen so many times in the past, tires don't make up that huge of a difference, but now you do. You see it. It's a solid second. You could definitely see the difference between old and new. Rims out front. Ryan has been able to get on the lead lap. Car up in the wall there. Truck up in the wall. Ghost Man hanging on to third. Got a good solid 4-second lead over Grant here, who was Ghost Man, hang on a second, who was sitting in third. Kenny might be able to get up there to Grant. Pushes it a little bit. Closest battles. Oh, there. Solid so far. Got Dylan Grant. Dylan Grant. Wow. Well, I read that one wrong. Jacob Grant. Hanging on the third. My mind is just wanders sometimes, folks. I apologize. Got Dylan Grimm. Grant's right there in third. The big story here, though, is Trevor is 30 seconds back. He's not catching the leader. The pit strategy just did not work out like he wanted it. Not over with yet, but grim right now. It's looking pretty grim for old Ryan. Real grim. Got Grim Ghost. 1 and 2. That's a bad combination of names right there. A Grim Ghost. I got a Grant.
Yellow flag.
So it's 1, 2, 3. Oh, and caution out. This is not what Grim wanted to see. Oh, man. Andy Court. Let's see. Oh, well, he just got up there and ran over somebody. Do that. Oh, he got ran over. Excuse me. Watch it one more time. Yeah, that. Colt, what are you doing, man? Colt just came up there and ran over what was about to be a very good end in his race, but he just ran over Mucker's machine. Look at this. Went down low. Just not quite sure what he was thinking. Ran him over. Wow. I don't know why you do that. I wanted to see this thing go green, but so now what this does is Grim goes in pit road, gives up the lead because everybody does. Ryan and him stays out. We're not going to be on the green, white, checker rules. I'm going to say it. If Colt was trying to help Ryan, I don't think this still helped him. Now, that's just speculation. That's all. Just throwing it out for devil's advocate. I still what Colt did there, I agree with. Because he did run them over. I mean, maybe he wanted some jelly. I don't know. But does this help Trevor, Gary, or Anderson? Those three, remember, pitted on laps 76 and 5. Everybody else pitted here at 92. I don't think it does. I mean, Grim's going to be back here on new tires, ghosting him, which these guys got to go too. Oh, they're going to be on the high side too. Man, I'm going to tell you, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. We go green, it's going to be 6 to go. About 5 to go. Got a lot of wave around trucks. Oh. Okay. Wow. I mean, look where Grim's at. He's about in the best spot you possibly could be, I think. He's going to be able to drive that thing into turn 1 and 2, 3 and 4. I mean, there's going to be 5 to go. He's got plenty time. Don't get up there and, overdrive. Grim's got the tires. Johnston and him does. Everybody back here does. I mean, they're going to be driving hard. And the problem is the top 3 are just going to be sitting ducks. Ryan, Kerry, Anderson. Now, one or two might be able to come out of here, depending on when the caution flies. This is going to be wild. I think this thing was going to green.
Hang on, we're not going green.
I think they should have put Colt at the end of EOL or something. Oh well. Let's go. Green flag. Got to use those tires. Oh, still caution? What? Hey. Wow. I don't know what that was, but That's going to throw us in the green-white checkered. Now, I don't want to see a green-white checkered. I mean, race controlling here. First, we get a guy just runs over a guy, brings a caution out. I'm not quite sure why the caution came back out again or extended it. Still not going to be green-white checkered, but that's one lap that Grim and Ghost weren't able to do anything with Ryan. Huh. And, you know, you don't want to lose a lap. Want all the time you can. Caution comes out again here, then that's a little, I don't know. Must be some NASCAR officials up in here. All right, green flag.
Green, green, green.
There we go. Yeah, and he spun the tires, and that's going to hurt Grim. Wow. And that one extra lap. Yeah, that one extra lap. What Grim needs to do is he needs to drive to stay to the outside and around them trucks. Yeah, that one extra lap killed him, I think. Grim needs to go to the outside and drive hard. There you go, 3 wide. That's your new tires versus old, and look at Ghost go. Ghost got the inside. Ryan's not going to be able to do anything to protect this. Ghost is just going to do something to just run it. He's going to try and throw the block. Not going to happen. Yeah, it's all for naught right there. That's new tires versus old, and you saw Ghost drove it in, and look what Ryan did. He goes to the inside. He turns him. They're wrecking. Holy cow. Caution out. Wow. No. Yeah, yellow out. Oh, man. That was some just racing hard up front. Let's go back and see as Ghost, man, was up front. Had to lead, but he drove it in hard. Grim drove it in there even harder. Went to 3 wide with him. I knew this was not going to be good. And then just caught the rear end. Ooh, Trevor almost. And man, Grim got. Oh, Trevor did get involved. Are you kidding? Trevor Ryan did. Oh, I thought he cleared it, but he didn't. Watch one more time. Wow. Yeah, this is just old tires versus new right here. And we knew how this was going to turn out. Oh, Grim got in the back. Grim got a shot in the back. Ryan up into the wall. Boy, that's just woo-wee. That was Jacob Grant. So this will be green-white checker. It's about to get crazy. So I think, and cautions breed cautions, and this right here, it goes back to where Culp hit the Smucker mobile early on and brought us this close. I feel if it would have played out like it was before, it would have been, yeah. But that was crazy. Crazy. Because now the scenario is you've got all these guys up here on new tires. Wide open. I mean, it's wide open. As before we got to this, this caution and all, and before the last one, it wasn't. It was just a guy on newer tires was going to have to run down the one. It was a pit strategy style race. All right, it's got Dylan Graham. And Grant. Green, white, checkered attempt number 1. Woohoo! Fireworks up front already. Good Kansas. Tornado on the track. Keep this up, Tom Richter will be back up front. Like, heck yeah. All right, lights on the pace car. Here we go. First attempt number 1 here at Green, White, Checkered. A lot of these guys are on new tires. A lot of that up front, before we go green, probably could have been avoided. Those guys, when you have new tires, sometimes it's easier just to overdrive the trucks. And a lot of that up front could have been a little bit avoided by just being patient. You know you were going to be faster than those guys. You know, just give it a lap or so, and you're going to get there. You would they would have got there before the end of the lap, or the end of this race, excuse me. No question. Some of that could have been avoided by just patience and whatnot. But hindsight's 2020. Easier for us to say up here in the booth. Race cars in. Clean racing league here tonight. It's been a really clean race though. We only have what, 3 cautions? Long green flag run.
Green.
Green flag, and then here you go. This is what you're going to see. New tires on all these guys, and everybody just going after it. I mean, look at Kenny. Kenny just drove that thing into the turn, and it's going to take it away from him. Grim might have damage, but Evan Kenny's going to get up here and steal this thing. If we make it to the white flag, Altai says, I'm going to get up here and steal it. But everybody's dead even, tire-wise. They're 3 wide out of the turn back here, 3 by 3. To the white flag one more time. It's a battle for the lead, a battle for around about 6th place spot. They're almost 4 wide back here. And Dylan Grimm, who probably should have been the winner of this race early on, is now trying to fight to get back around Kenny. Kenny's going to throw that dick machine. He's going to throw her wide. Into 4, though. Grimm says, I'm driving that thing to the outside of you. But it's going to be Evan Kenny coming to the line. Maybe not. They beat and they bang. Evan Kenny wins it by a fender at the line. Evan Kenny comes and steals it. Altice comes in 3rd. Wow, not the outcome I think Grimm wanted to see. But what a heck of a race that was to bring it to the end. Wow. And it could have been a totally different race if it wasn't for the cautions at the end there. Totally different. But what a finish. Wow. Evan Kenny stealing it here tonight. Grimm, he tried. Bring Altice up here. Josh, join the booth. Got copy.
10-4, Joe, I got you.
Well, man, I tell you what, looked strong. Y'all got up there at the end. Totally different race there with that one caution coming out about two way before the green white checker one. Looked more like a fuel style or strategy styled race, and then at the end, everybody on new tires, and pretty much you got in the place where you needed to be and almost pulled it off.
Yeah, man, it was a really fun race. I only run over here part-time, so I kind of just pick and choose the tracks that I want to run, and Kansas is such a fun track, so didn't really have any practice time. Just ran a couple laps right before the race started, and once I found the groove, I mean that high line was just so dominant in both turns. It almost felt like a grip pack or something in 3 and 4 when you could get right up next to the wall. So found some speed there and was coming forward, and we had that very first caution, and I just topped off on fuel so that I could try to make it a two-stopper from there. So I was catching 5th place. I was going to be pretty content with the top 5, and then when that caution came out, gave us a shot at it. So couldn't quite get it, but man, that was a blast on the restart.
No doubt about it. Came home third. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, as always, thank you, Joe. We appreciate you broadcasting on Thursday or Monday nights as well as Thursday nights with the Brand New Racing League. So always a good time to go back and watch the broadcast. Thanks to Fred for putting this on. It's pretty cool to see how much this league has grown just since I started running with these guys, and we had a lot of guys in there tonight. So just a lot of fun racing, a lot of clean racing, and shout out to Sinvar Solar being on the truck. If anyone in the Virginia area is interested in clean energy, saving a ton of money on those electric bills. Those electric prices are going through the roof right now. So if you're tired of it, ready to save some money, give me a call and I'll walk you through solar and see how much money we can save you.
Too bad you ain't in North Carolina.
Hey, it's coming. Maybe eventually.
I'm right up underneath you, man. So there you go.
Yes, sir. You'll be the first one I call when we get to North Carolina.
There you go. I'll tell you what, third place, man. There's all types, man. Again, congratulations. All right, let's bring up the winner here. Evan, join the booty car copy.
Joe, I got you, man.
Well, I pretty much say you just come up here and stole it away from him, man, out of nowhere.
Yeah, I got, this is probably one of the best feeling ones I think I've ever had in any kind of league racing, because if there's one thing Nate will tell you about me is I'm not a short run guy at all. So the fact that I won on a green-white checker is beyond me, man.
Well, I saw it there. I was talking about early on, pit strategy and whatnot, and it's like 2 different races there before that one caution came out. It probably was going to end up as a pit race, but man, just right place, right time. Everybody with new tires. I mean, what's going through your mind on that restart?
Yeah, I was hoping to just hang on to a podium because I don't usually take off very well. So I didn't know what to expect. I thought it was going to be mayhem, and the way that I run saving tires, I'm not good on the short run, so I was expecting it to be chaos and just hoping to hang on to a podium, and I got a good jump on them, and the rest was history.
And well, I got to say this too. I've been in leagues before. I'm not sure of how the rule book works here too, but I have been in leagues before because the move you put on them was awesome. Some of them say change lanes before start finish line, but it worked for you, man. And it was like you said, you was able to get that jump and get in front. And once you got down there, though, and was able to make that pass in 1 and 2, was you sure you was going to be able to hold him off coming out of 4?
No, I wasn't at all, because I wasn't able to hold it wide open like they were. So I had to blip it a little bit, and I knew that was going to give him a run on the outside. And I was just hoping that I could beat him down the front stretch and not let him get too good of a side draft off me. So I think I barely eked him out.
Oh, yeah, it was close when coming to the line. Awesome drag race, like you said. Good win for you tonight. Man, you got anybody you want to thank for a good one?
Yeah, you as always for putting out a great broadcast. Fred for doing such a great job with this league, and all my Brownie Racing boys, and all these guys up front that I race with. They're super clean. We had a little bit of a misfortune there at the end, but everybody raced super respectfully and super clean. So thanks to all those guys.
There you go, Evan Kinney bringing it home tonight. They didn't kill him, man, but he came out front. It was a good finish. It was a wild one. We had some good long green flag run strategy here. A little bit of controversy here and there, but man, this was a heck of a race. Had about everything you needed in it. For myself and everyone, have a good night.